Hello students. Today from the chapter number 12 chemical equilibrium we are going to study first unit of equilibrium constant. Student, as you all of you aware about the equilibrium constant, there are two type of equilibrium constant. One is Kc, means equilibrium constant at molar concentration. Another is Kp, means equilibrium constant at partial pressure. Now the unit of equilibrium constant, for this we are consider here equilibrium reaction number 1. We are taking an example of hydrogen gas and iodine gas, which is give hydrogen iodide or hydroiodic acid in the quantity of 2. Now, according to the formula of equilibrium constant Kc, concentration of product upon concentration of reactant. So here product is HI gas having the coefficient 2. So concentration of HI raised to 2. Then concentration of H2 and concentration of I2. As it is clearly seen from the reaction, all the substance are in the gaseous phase. Means we are using gas in this reaction. Means it is a homogeneous reaction. And the concentration, when we are taking the concentration, so the unit of concentration is mole per decimeter cube. Here coefficient of HI is square, that's why mole per decimeter cube is square. Concentration of H2 mole per decimeter cube, concentration of I2 mole per decimeter cube. In denominator there are two concentration mole per decimeter cube in a multiplication position. Means it is also mole per decimeter cube square. So here 2 mole per decimeter cube and here also, means in numerator the mole per decimeter cube is square and in denominator mole per decimeter cube is square. Both are cancelled, means if for this reaction there is no unit for Kc, means no unit for equilibrium constant. H2 plus I2 gives 2HI. We are taking a formula for Kc which give mole per decimeter cube, and when we are going to solve it, so what we have find here, that all the mole per decimeter cube will be cancelled and we are having no unit for Kc. Similarly, when we are taking a second example, in this example 2 nitrogen gas and 3 hydrogen gas form the 2 molecules of ammonia. Whenever this reaction, it is also a homogeneous reaction. Whenever we are applying the formula for Kc, so concentration of product means concentration of NH3 square, concentration of N2 and concentration of H2 cube. Here the coefficient of hydrogen is cube. Now again unit of concentration mole per decimeter cube square. In place of concentration of nitrogen mole per decimeter cube, in place of concentration of hydrogen mole per decimeter cube, concentration having cube. Coefficient is 3. So what is remaining here? Here coefficient is 3, here coefficient is 1. So in denominator it will become mole per decimeter cube raised to 4. And in numerator we are having already mole per decimeter cube square. So square and 4 will be cancelled. And what is remaining in numerator? What is remaining in denominator? Denominator is remaining mole per decimeter square. Here 2 cancel from this 4. So 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So what is remaining here? In numerator all this term will be cancelled. In denominator here remaining here mole per decimeter cube square. When we are taking a reciprocal of it, so what we will get? Mole per decimeter cube per square. Mole per decimeter cube per square. Now multiply this coefficient with this unit. So we are having the unit mole per square and decimeter raised to 6 means hexadecimeter. So how we are solving it? We are taking a reaction, nitrogen gas react with double quantity of hydrogen gas, single quantity of nitrogen gas react with triple quantity of hydrogen gas, and double quantity of ammonia gas will be formed. When we will apply in the formula for Kc for this, so we are having the unit mole per decimeter cube square, mole upon mole per decimeter cube, then mole per decimeter cube raised to 3. In denominator, when we are solving this, so we are getting mole per decimeter cube raised to 4. Here 2 and 4 cancel. 4 will be cancelled from 2. So what we will get? We will get mole per decimeter cube square in denominator. When we are taking a reciprocal of it, so what we will get? We will get mole per decimeter cube raised to minus 2. When we multiply this coefficient with the unit, so what we will get? Mole per decimeter cube, mole per square and decimeter raised to 6. So it is the unit for Kc for the reaction of formation of ammonia. Now another method or simplest method or simplest way for the calculation of unit of Kc, always remember, for the calculation of unit of Kc, difference between number of mole in the numerator and number of mole at the denominator in equilibrium constant expression. For example, taking the same reaction, so in this number of mole means n, and delta n is equal to number of moles of product minus number of mole of reactant. Delta n is equal to number of moles of product minus number of moles of reactant. In this reaction, number of mole of product is 2 and number of mole of reactant is 4. 3 and here 1. 4 means 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 means delta n is equal to minus 2. See here. Delta n is equal to 2 minus 4 means delta n is equal to minus 2. Now we are having the unit of concentration mole per decimeter cube delta n. In place of delta n, we have to put here minus 2. So we are getting the same unit for Kc. So it is the simplest way by taking the delta n. Delta n means number of mole of product minus number of mole of reactant. Similarly, this method we can apply with the example number 1. See here, it is the example number 1. Number of product means 2. Number of mole of product means 2 minus number of mole of reactant again 2. Again 2. So what we will get? 2 minus 2 means 0. Means we are having delta n 0. See here, delta n is 0. Means what does it mean? Means Kc has no unit. Because in reaction number 1, which we have already studied above, in this number of mole of product is 2, number of moles of reactant is again 2. Means 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. When we are applying this for the formula, so in place of delta n we have to put here 0. So what does it mean? It means that if power is 0 means Kc has no unit. So it is the simplest way for the calculation of unit for equilibrium constant Kc. Student, there are many characteristics of equilibrium constant. For example, equilibrium constant is always independent of initial concentration of reactant or product. Means it does not depend on initial concentration of either reactant or product. Equilibrium constant depend on concentration but does not depend on initial concentration of either reactant or product. Equilibrium constant is always dependent on temperature. That means either you are taking Kc or you are taking Kp. Means either you are taking equilibrium constant at molar concentration or you are taking equilibrium constant at partial pressure. Both the equilibrium constant change within temperature. Next, equilibrium constant having a particular value for the particular reversible reaction, which we can see in the balance reaction at given temperature. Whenever the value of Kc and Kp becomes higher and higher, what does it mean? It means that concentration of product is formed, more concentration of product is formed, and equilibrium point is more towards right hand side. Means whenever we are getting the value of Kc and Kp, higher value of Kc and Kp, it means that equilibrium point is more toward the right hand side and more concentration of product is formed. Same in the opposite manner, whenever we are getting the lower value of Kc and Kp, so what does it mean? It means less concentration of product is formed and equilibrium point more towards the left side. Left side means reverse direction, right side means forward direction. So these are the characteristics of equilibrium constant. The next topic in this chapter is Le Chatelier principle. Student, principle and definition should be same to same as per the scientist. See here what is the Le Chatelier principle. When system at equilibrium is subjected to a change in any of the factor determining the equilibrium condition of a system, system will respond in such a way as to minimize the effect of change. It is the principle. I am again repeating it. When a system at equilibrium is subjected to a change in any of the factor determining the equilibrium condition of a system, system will respond in such a way to minimize the effect of change. What does it mean? Means what is the principle says? So Le Chatelier principle says whenever any system is in a equilibrium condition and whenever you apply the force on the equilibrium on the system which is in equilibrium condition, so system work in a such manner that it minimize the effect of change. Whenever any system is working in a equilibrium position, so in equilibrium position, any change of any of the factor, if you are applying any of the factor for the change, so how the system respond? So system respond in such a way that it minimize the effect of change. There are different factors which influence on Le Chatelier principle. In this, the first is change of concentration. Now we are taking a reversible reaction, means formation of ammonia. As we know that what is delta N? Reaction proceed with decrease in number of mole, as you have seen in the reaction. Here reactant number of mole of reactant is 4, 3 plus 1 4, and number of mole of product is 2. So this reaction is proceed with decrease in number of mole and the forward and this reaction is exothermic. Why? Because heat is evolved in this reaction. So this reaction is exothermic. In this reaction, the catalyst is used. All of you know what is the catalyst? Catalyst which increase the rate of reaction. So you can use iron as a catalyst in this reaction. Now, when we are applying the formula for Kc for this reaction, as we have already done in the previous example, so at equilibrium QC is nothing but equal to a Kc. QC is coefficient. QC is equal to Kc. So what is the formula for QC is equal to Kc is concentration of product square upon concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant means NH3, concentration of NH3 raised to 2, concentration of N2, concentration of H2 raised to 3. So this reaction we are taking for an example when concentration effect, change of concentration. So this reaction is the first reversible reaction. This reaction is an exothermic reaction. In this reaction, number of mole of product is decreases. This reaction is forward reaction, and in this forward reaction, heat is evolved. Now, there are different conditions. In stage 1, at the starting, system at equilibrium. As we have seen the formula, system is an equilibrium. Now, in move further, if equilibrium is disturbed, when we are disturbing the equilibrium, how we are disturbing the equilibrium? We are adding hydrogen gas. We are adding hydrogen gas. When we are adding more hydrogen gas, so equilibrium is disturbed because we are adding extra hydrogen. So system is disturbed and no longer equilibrium is established. Done. And QC is lower than Kc. See here, in stage 1, system is in equilibrium. In stage 1, system is in equilibrium. But when we are adding more hydrogen gas, so QC is lower than Kc. It means that system is completely disturbed. Now, how does a system regain its equilibrium? So, when we are adding hydrogen, so just maintain the reaction in such a way that added hydrogen is used to convert more and more ammonia. So, system can regain its equilibrium. When we are adding more hydrogen, system is disturbed completely. Now, how system regain its equilibrium? So, what we have to do? We have to do that reaction proceed in such a way that added hydrogen is used to convert more and more ammonia. So, in this way, system respond to any change in the concentration, means in this way, system restore the equilibrium. Means system responds to restore equilibrium position. According to Le-Chatelier principle, effect of whenever we are adding hydrogen, so this effect is reduced by shifting the equilibrium from left to right, so that added hydrogen is consumed and more ammonia is formed and reaction is going in a forward direction. The forward reaction occurs to a large extent than the reverse reaction until the new equilibrium is established. So, what we have to do? Whenever equilibrium is disturbed by adding hydrogen, what we have to do? We have to proceed a reaction in such a way that hydrogen is used for converting ammonia, more and more ammonia. So, according to Le-Chatelier principle, the effect of addition of hydrogen or nitrogen, whatever we are taking, either hydrogen, either nitrogen or both, so this effect we can be reduced by shifting equilibrium from left to right. What does it mean? Shifting equilibrium from left to right means added nitrogen and hydrogen is consumed so that reaction is proceed in a forward direction in a larger extent than in a reverse. Whenever reaction is carried out in a forward direction, it means that more and more ammonia will be formed and produced. More and more ammonia will be produced in the reaction. So, in this manner, system respond to restore equilibrium position. In this manner, system respond to restore equilibrium position. So it is the first influencing factor of Lee-Chatterjee principle. Another influencing factor for Lee-Chatterjee principle we will study in the next lecture. I hope you understand all this topic. Thank you so much.